Talk to me about your book. Does your book help me with personal branding? And tell us about it. When did you write it? Let's start there. When did you write this book?
Oh, yeah, funny you should ask because it was my COVID project.
Mm,
During much of the lockdown that many of us had gone through, I had a little bit more time than unusual. So I spent every Saturday morning trying to write elements of it. I knew I had a
mm,
structure. I knew I had this sort of process and methodology that I want to share with people, but putting it together was simply a little bit of a discipline. And I realized that as well, there were many people approaching me to try to build their personal brand. And I realized that, the sort of firm I am, there is fees attached to the services I engage, and many of them could simply afford those sort of fees. Writing a book gave them access really to the thinking. And it's a little bit of a do-it-yourself approach, but if you follow it, I think you can at least get to the elements of what your story can be and how you might be able to articulate it to your customer base or your public,
mm.
and get those um, elements out there for you to share.
This is how my mind works. I was watching a cooking show the other night,
Hmm.
and the guy was showing you how to make his best dish. And it sounds like, reads like that's what your book is kind of doing, giving me all the elements on how to do the perfect dish. But the bottom line is, did it help your organization grow? Because if you're giving it away for free, did it help your organization grow?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting you use the analogy of a cooking show because I've always been, a little bit inspired by the likes of Martha Stewart in a way. And
Mm,
she's the ideal marketer, if you think of it in this way. She gives away a lot of her secrets. She teaches you how to do a souffle. She's a domestic goddess. She tells you how to properly fold a napkin, how to set a table. I mean, that's giving information away. Why not try to sell it? But by sharing that, you actually become a better salesperson. In that way you become a better marketer. For her, it created an entire empire because not only did you, because she gave you information for free, you wanted more and you were willing to pay for the other parts of it. So while I give away the information, and it's not that difficult for many people to figure out, while it captures it all in a book, many people really do need the services of a professional to be able to do that. And it's again akin to much of do-it-yourself projects. You may watch YouTube videos and know how to frame a wall and to build, but perhaps you know how to do it and you could try it. In the hands of a professional, it just goes a lot faster, a lot smoother. So it's really up to the individual, but I think it's there, and knowledge is meant to be shared.
Okay, with that thought though, knowledge is meant to be shared.